Okay, let's go through this preview screenshot by screenshot, which is what we did. So on the first screenshot, we see Jugyeong hiding as she's looking out, but Suho looks like he's waiting for her. So it looks like this is one of their dates. In the text preview, it says, Suho and Jugyeong are happy to confirm each other's heart. But they start to have secret dates that are almost like spy missions. And that is shown in the preview, where we see Jugyeong just spying around, looking out. She asks if their teacher, their really strict teacher who doesn't like them dating, is at school, or if he could maybe possibly be wherever they are. You know, she's just paranoid. Suho looks at her and smiles. And then we see the preview is out of order. So we're going to try to put this in order. You see Suho wearing a black shirt with lines on the neck, and Jugyeong is wearing her yellow jacket. So the next scene that has her with the yellow jacket and him with the black lines on his shirt shows her pushing him under the table, which is all part of these spy mission-like dates that they're going on. In one scene where she pushes him under the table, he asks, "Do we have to do this?" But she tells him basically, yes, we have to do this because I'm a little embarrassed. And what's she embarrassed of? She's embarrassed of dating Suho. On what we think is another date, we see Suho and Jugyeong crouching behind a like trash cans in a hallway. This could be at school or this could be somewhere else, but it looks like they're trying to get some alone time together. However, they got busted, so now they're hiding behind some trash. They're both in different clothes, so this happened on a different day. Then if we cut ahead to the scene at the end of the preview where it shows Suho turning on the lights to a room in his house and Jugyeong walking inside, he tells her that he has something he wants to show her. And we see him playing the piano. So perhaps he just wants to show her his music room and what he used to do. This might allude to how he became friends with his idol friend that died, possibly how all three of them became friends, Suho, Sojun, and then their other friend who died, because this is in the webcomic. But I don't want to give too many spoilers from the webcomic because the drama really has gone on their own path. However, this might be taken from the webcomic. If you look at Jugyeong, she's in some kind of outfit that she should not be wearing. I do not see her purchasing this from a store or even wanting to go out in this at all, which makes me think that she must have gotten wet or something and he gave her some clothes to wear. That's my guess. There's also kind of a similar scene in the webcomic where she gets sprayed by water and they have to go to Suho's house in order for her to just like warm up, change clothes a moment, and she wears his clothes. In that scene, they watch a scary movie together, but perhaps the drama changed it in this scene where he plays her a song in this secret room that he doesn't let anyone in. That's just my guess. I don't know if that's going to actually happen, but it seems like it will. And he's wearing different clothes in this scene too from the other two scenes. Possibly he got wet and got splashed by water too and had to change, or this could just be on a whole nother day. We'll have to see. In the text preview, it is so difficult to have a normal date. They finally decide to go on a date at Suho's house alone. At the end of the preview, we see Suho saving Sojun from some random motorcycle that comes out of nowhere. It's probably a delivery person. He pulls her out of the way. And you can tell that she's getting even more smitten with him because he just saved her from this motorcycle. I mean, he looks super concerned about the motorcycle, but she's just staring at him like, wow, I really like you. The next scene that they show, the next clip, is of Suho just looking pissed, I don't know if we can say that on YouTube. He's just looking upset about something. We don't know what he's upset about. Jugyeong, and she also looks like she's upset and crying. We don't know what she's upset about, but some heartache is happening on the next episode. The last scene shows Suho in the classroom with all the kids around. Jugyeong is there, and it looks like Sojun is sitting, possibly crying in her seat. Suho turns to Jugyeong and yells at her, "Let's break up." At first I thought this scene looked kind of dreamy, like she's just imagining it, which could be happening. It could just be her dream sequence of how she thinks Suho will behave if Suho finds out that Sojun likes him. Or it could be something that actually happens. And perhaps that gives Jugyeong a bit of anxiety about it because we all know her self-esteem is kind of low. She needs to build it up. And that might be what makes her sad this episode. All right. That is Suho and Jugyeong's storyline through this preview. So now we'll cut back to Sojun and Jugyeong's storyline. Sojun and Jugyeong's storyline looks like it stems from Jugyeong wanting a job. We see a clip where Jugyeong is looking at a sheet of paper. This sheet of paper is a questionnaire on what you want to be in life and what schools you want to go to. Jugyeong voices over that she's thinking of going to a makeup hagwon in order to learn how to do makeup, possibly become a licensed beautician. Maybe. These are all my guesses. And she will have to get a part-time job to do this. This happens in the webcomic, where she tries to get a part-time job because she wants to go to school for makeup, to learn makeup. Sojun asks her if she needs a part-time job. So perhaps on top of this coffee job she's trying to get, he might also hook her up with a modeling job because he might model in his spare time. And they show them at a modeling site where Sojun looks completely comfortable in front of the camera, as he should since he was an idol trainee. She's completely not. Though she's having fun with it, doing all sorts of poses that everyone will do at that age when they don't know how to pose. I mean, I would probably still pull a lot of these poses. She's trying to look good. He basically tells her, "You are unimaginably bad right now." But we see another scene where they're both sitting on the couch. Perhaps he's trying to give her tips on how to relax in front of the camera. He leans in close to her and stares deeply in her eyes. This looks like it's actually something the director might have asked them to do, because if you see in the background, there are still flashes of lights going off as if the photographer is still taking photos of this, which is what I think anyway. In the text preview, it says, Sojun has a hard time because his feelings for Jugyeong are growing bigger and bigger. Then he sees Jugyeong in an unexpected place. This unexpected place might be this modeling job, or perhaps he hooked her up with the modeling job, or he just sees her at the coffee shop and is like, "What are you doing?" And that's when she tells him, "I need a part-time job because I want to make money for this makeup hagwon." And then he takes her to the modeling job. We don't know, but that's their storyline through and through for the next episode. Her getting a part-time job, them modeling together, him falling even more in love with her, and her possibly catching some feelings for him too. I mean, how can't you when someone's that close to your face? But she's clearly just fully in love with Suho. We'll have to see how this plays out, since Suho looked pretty upset at her at the end of the preview. All right, that's the end of our breakdown for episode 9 of True Beauty. It seems like it's going to air next week at the normal scheduled time. If anything happens, we'll be sure to update people on our site, Drama Milk. But until then, I'll catch you on the next drama.